So life kind of hit yesterday because I was trying to spend time with my daughter, my youngest one. They didn't have school yesterday. My oldest was sick, as y'all can see. So we was in a scooter accident yesterday. But the crazy thing about it is I was like, okay, I'm not trying to get things always spiritual, but then sometimes you just have to. And I kept hearing accidents, but I'm like, okay, well, I don't have a car, so I'm not gonna be in no accident. So I wasn't worried about it till today. Then a lot of things hit really today. So me and my daughter, we are all right. I was so worried about her that I didn't even get seen yesterday. I left. I didn't even get seen till today. Um, and it's crazy because today I was really thinking, and I was like, why didn't the brakes work? So me and my daughter was on a scooter, and the brakes worked when we were stopping at the lights before we almost got home. And it was like soon as we got home and we're trying to cross the street, I'm panicking because I'm trying to push the brakes. So I tried to stop it with my feet, and it was no stopping. All I seen was a big black pole, and I was trying to stop, and yeah, I couldn't stop. All I know is I grabbed my daughter and I hit the ground. And the lady had walked up. I was just sitting there for a little bit, like trying to catch everything. And I just, my daughter was crying, so I wasn't paying attention to me. And the lady came up and she was just like, "Are y'all okay? Are y'all okay?" And she was like, "Oh my God, you got a big knot on your head." And when I say I touched my head, and I started like, "Oh my God," then it's like I started getting dizzy. She's like, "Don't move, don't move." There was another guy that pulled up, and he was like, "Are y'all okay? Do y'all need a ride anywhere?" Like, no. Like, I don't know what I was saying. I was like, no. We'll just go home. We'll just go home. Um, but we ended up going to the hospital anyway. He was like, take my number down, and he said, soon as you get done, I'm going to come pick you up, and I will take you home because you don't need to walk. He was like, neither one of y'all need to walk. So my daughter got seen. But yeah, with everything that happened yesterday, and I was trying to really figure this out. October 1st came in so good. Like, October 1st came in so good. Things that I wasn't even expecting supernaturally that I just wasn't expecting. And I picked up an assignment that I did not want to pick up because it's disrespectful. The person is disrespectful. The person is rude. The person feels like that. Like, when God got you praying for people and just different assignments, it's like no one talks about like the things that we got to go through on the end. And it's like, God, am I crazy? Like, but God was just like doing it because the moment that I picked up the assignment, the moment I picked up the last thing that God told me to do, things started happening and moving for me. Go back to the last thing that God asked you to do, because you never know if that's going to be what opens doors up for you. Certain assignments people really don't understand that we don't want, because if you want to go to hell, go to hell. Like, if you like your life going on a path of destruction, and all I do is I send out stuff to pray and to cover, and then sometimes, like, it seems like for whatever reason, it seems like this is the only person that, like, what I'm going through, that I be wanting to talk to. So it's certain things that I'll say. And I'm like, God, this kind of works for me because I'm not balding things in. And no matter what, do what God is asking you to do, because you never know what doors will open for you. But when you keep your mouth shut, like God had me with Ezekiel, when you keep your mouth shut, oh boy, when you keep your mouth shut, nothing can happen, nothing can move, because God is already doing his part. But if you don't do your part, or you say, God, well, I don't want this more because they're disrespectful, don't be like Moses, because you'll miss your promise. Don't be like Moses. Don't be like those that's of the Bible. But at the same time, people don't understand what comes with these assignments. The warfare gets heavy. The attacks get heavy. And then it was crazy because literally the day before, I got an interview at night to my old job building, and it didn't say what the job was for, who the job was, like, it didn't say nothing. It just said, HR off Indeed, you've been approved for an interview, choose. It just said, it said choose your date. So I did that, and I told my when I say God works, because it's not always about the thing or the place where you're going is about who you may encounter on the way. So I encountered somebody when I did go. I told them, I said, whether I get this job or not, because they still needed the approval of the company I was with when I got fired for bringing back packages when I had to go to the emergency room. They had to go ask them, was I a good driver and all this. So I was like, okay, cool. But then I ran into another guy that I encouraged before, telling him that he was a king. So we started talking, and I said, if I don't get this job or not, because God works in crazy ways, if it was just to talk to you, and he was telling me stuff, he was like, your voice has a lot of wisdom. He was like, he just kept saying your voice. You know how God speaks, and it's like your voice, like. And then my daughter played this song. She keeps playing this movie K-pop. So we watched it while I was in the emergency room today, and I watched it, but I was listening to the lyrics, and it's no more hiding, like no more. God is like literally, there's no more hiding. There's going to be attacks that come our way due to these assignments, but there's no more hiding because God is going to bring us out. And then on the top of it, we went back to the accident scene today, and God showed me, because I was telling people, hey, we hit the light pole, not knowing that in front of that light pole, we hit the light pole now, but in front of that light pole, there was another pole that's like, it seemed like it's invisible because all you see is that big old light pole. But there's that protection. God has you. No matter what the enemy tries to do, the weapons are going to form, but God has his protection around you. The injuries, even the doctors, when I went today, she was like, when she touched my arm, like, because when I say, like, everything is swollen, like, everything is swollen. Like, this was a big old knot yesterday. It's going down. Thank God. Praise God. Because I'm like, my forehead is already big. Oh, my God. And it's just this bruise. But she was looking at me. She was like, they asked me questions. She's like, you know what? Because we don't want to expose you to radiation. She was like, in a good way, she was like, by you going home, I don't have to expose you to radiation. And she read me like, they did like how Canada do their stuff. She read me questions just to make sure that they didn't have to go do this. She's like, I don't want to expose you to something that you really don't need. I don't want to expose you to I don't want to expose you to radiation because it could cause more cancer by people getting a lot of it. So she was just like, I don't want to do that. And all I heard was God, because it was just like, I don't want to expose you to certain things, like if you don't need it. And in the midst of it, because through all of the whole process, I'm sitting there apologizing to my daughter, like, I'm so sorry because I shouldn't have had you on this scooter. But there was just a peace within it, like, stop beating yourself up. Stop beating yourself up because of certain assignments when things seem like it's attacking. The attacks are only becoming stronger because the enemy realizes you're a bigger threat. And as she was giving me, like, oh, Lord, as she was telling me that, she also came back. She's like, oh, I almost forgot. Concussion. She said for the next 4 weeks. She didn't say weeks. She said for the next 4 weeks. She said because of, and I do like I notice like my head when I lean forward, like my mood changes, and it gets heavier. I be frustrated. I have to sit down for a little bit to kind of like get my mind back right. She said because you have a concussion, she said for the next 4 weeks your moods are going to change, and you're going to have to, like, screen time helps, but there's going to be a point where you may get frustrated. You're going to take yourself out and just separate yourself. She's like, I know kids can drive you crazy, but you're going to have to take yourself out. When your mood changes, you're going to have to disappear. As God is elevating you, there are going to have to be seasons of your life where you're going to have to disappear. Like when I say spiritually, like all I heard through all this, like the attacks are getting heavy because your voice, you're no longer hitting. You're not going to keep shutting up, and because you see things, you speak on things. You're not going to be silenced in this season. God is blessing you. Pick up that assignment that God told you to pick up so He can bless you because He's already doing His part. You're saying, God, well, why are you not doing your part? God already done His part. There are going to be things that's going to attack you. The enemy thinks that he is strong like that, but he's not. God's protection, there's a shield in the midst of everything. There's a shield, so you're not going to be as hurt as it should be. They laid that out, my arm was broke. She was like, because the place that I touched, it should have been a broken bone right there because I can't move my hand. Like, I can't move. Like, I can move, I just can't. All this is swollen. Like, I can't move my thumb. So she's like, it should have been broken because it's a big old bruise. This is bruised up and real tender. But through all of it, God's protection is right there. You keep speaking for God. Do not be afraid. The attacks are going to come, but it's only coming because people are scared of you. People are doing things towards you because the envy and jealousy and them that they haven't fixed with themselves. People are doing things, but yet God is also working in the scenes. Do not be afraid, because as you elevate, I need you to separate yourself and know when to come out, know when to speak, but also get back in my presence. Know that, listen, as I elevate you and take you higher, your voice, you now have the authority of your Father. You are now a real threat to the enemy. So, and the midst of it, I'm sending you people. I'm sending, because when I say I finally reached out to like my mixed group, I let them know what's going on. People have been reaching out to me like, are you okay? Like, I'm sending in people. I'm sending in help. I'm sending in the spiritual blessings, the natural blessings, but I'm also sending you help. I'm sending you everything that you need. So do not be, because I'm giving you everything that you need. Doors are about to open. There are places that you belong. I'm about to put you in place, because when I send you back to certain places, you're going to be able to help others. So the enemy don't want you going back to the places. The enemy don't want you to have the positions. But the enemy don't want you to have everything that God has promised you in the promised land. Do not miss your promise because of what you don't want to do, because of what it's look like and what comes with it. Bump people in their opinions. God chose you. God anointed you. God poured his oil on you. So go out, because God is with you. He's going to protect you no matter what and no matter the cost. The enemy thinks that he can defeat you, but little do he know God's about to use your voice. God is about to use you in ways that you didn't even expect. Keep walking with God. Do not be afraid of the attacks, because it hit me a little bit harder because I don't have family, I don't have nothing. What if something happened to me? What's going to happen to my girls? But God's like, I got you. You keep going, you keep walking with me, and God's